Today, we're going to be talking about why Bluelock is one insane ass anime. We are also going to be looking at crazy moments that happened so far in the anime. There are only 8 episodes out at this time, but there are more than enough. Bluelock is the next haiku craze, but I think it's even bigger. During the haiku craze, high school boys and girls in Japan who played or tried out for volleyball went up by almost 20%. And seeing as Japan beat Germany recently, this kind of makes it even more crazy than what haiku did back in the day. I actually haven't even seen or read the manga yet, so yes, I am kind of jumping on the anime bandwagon as well as the other normies, but to be honest, I don't really care. This anime has a really cool concept to it, so I'm just ready to watch it, to be honest. The main coach or boss of all this is basically Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, with all the technology and holograms this motherfucker uses. I don't know who gave this man the idea to have this look, but bro, it ain't working. Bro took a page out of Edgar's book. The cast for Team Z is mad wild. We got Bakugo, Ichigo, Kozume, a dude from Shield Hero, and some chick who can run fast. Some of them apparently have monsters inside them. So if you break down what this anime is, it's a soccer anime. Yes, I said soccer. We tied with the British. Football is no more. But yeah, honestly, this anime is pretty much just soccer with JoJo stands, which I pretty much like. They're trying super hard to create the next Cristiano Ronaldo.
Soccer football team do you support?
Cristiano Ronaldo, suey.
Who would have thought Bakugo is a selfish prick who just wants to win by himself? We got this Yami looking guy calling himself the king, even though we know who truly is the king in all of anime/manga.
Monkey D. Luffy, yoroshiku.
They're blaming the goalie like it's not his first time ever being one. That's like blaming a fisherman for killing someone during heart surgery. What do you get when you have 22 strikers in a soccer game? You would have chaos. That's what the first game was completely about, especially for Team Z. Isagi's power is basically narrating entire events in his head rather than just running after the damn ball. Like, how the hell is a hentai protagonist this good at soccer? He basically smells the goals like Isagi does, but has hentai hair, so it makes it better overall. Even though he has no eyes, he can see the entire field like a god. I really wouldn't be surprised if he just stops time and messes with the other players on the field. Agamaru is definitely the type of player to break a bone and not notice it till the end of the game or when he is showering. You know, I've never really been into soccer at all in my life. Besides when I was about 6 or 7, I used to play on a YMCA team. But other than that, I never watched or played anymore. So seeing how much fun it could actually be and made so well with the slick animation honestly makes me want to watch actual FIFA. Anime can take something that's completely boring, like taking out the trash, to something that's high octane and make it fun to watch. Honestly, if Mappa wanted to make an anime about taking out trash, they could probably do it and make it better than any new gen anime coming out now. Honestly, all you really need to do is add a little bit of good animation, a decently well power system, and bam, instant new gen anime. Something about sports anime speaks volumes about how anything can be made more fun to watch if it's fiction. Being able to create something off a base sample and take that to the next level is why we can get such a fun sports manga/anime. While yes, it does not have explosions and blood and gore and fights, but it does have cool epic scenes with fast-paced animation with heart-stopping, breathtaking shots of people kicking a ball, pretty much. Now, Bluelock expands on this a lot. It uses tension throughout the entire episode to project what it wants the viewers to feel. Excitement, sadness, anger, despair. If any series at all is able to do this, then you know it's a good show. You see it all the time in a bunch of different series, like any Marvel movie ever made. It's one thing to be able to do that and make a person feel a certain way, but it's a totally different thing to make the person get so invested into the story, they are at the edge of their seats holding their breath to see what's gonna happen next. There is something special about sports anime that other genres most of the time can't do. You can actually feel bad for the enemy. Maybe not the enemy that makes you so mad where you hate everything about them, but the enemy where you can grow to like them and want to see them succeed alongside the main character. I'm absolutely sick and tired of the same old basic ass anime every season with the same stupid black hair isekai overpowered MC with a huge harem. I just want to see hype, intense, and all out bloodbath of emotions and some anime titties. That's pretty much it. Sadly, this doesn't really have much of that.
All around me are familiar
but it makes up for the lack of titties with a good plot. Our MC seems to be getting more used to crushing the dreams of others and is actually enjoying it. Actually, this is what you feel like after you go to middle school and shit on them playing basketball. Not that I ever done that before, but if I had an ego monster like they did, I wouldn't just use it for sports. Man, I would use it every day in any situation. Like for example, you can see in the anime or manga how the monster tells you what to do sometimes, like they're a physical projection. I gotta be honest, I'm a little too nice to people and I don't know how to say no sometimes. That is exactly where my ego monster comes in.
Hey sweetie, could you help me out carrying this laundry upstairs?
Fuck off, Grandma. I'm playing Fortnite. Can't you see I'm top 10 right now?
And bam, instant dubs in the chat. I got that game on lock. By the way, I don't really play Fortnite. That was just a sketch. Please don't bully me in the comments. Seeing the characters come together to become more of a team each episode is very rewarding to watch, even though I know after this round they'll be competing against each other for the #1 spot. Seeing how 8-Bit is making this anime, with their track record, we don't have much to worry about, because the animes under their belt is actually pretty good to me. I do actually intend to pick up the manga for Bluelock. I like actually reading the manga, not online, but in a book form. It just feels a lot better to read on an actual book rather than the pixels. So that's why I won't be able to read it as soon as I would like to. But I still want to enjoy the anime as it comes out. I'll probably finish the anime season, then go to read it, since most of the time with the new gen anime, if I'm super into it, I don't really care about waiting. I'll just read it all as soon as I can. These characters are extremely fun to watch. They have their own special abilities that make them stand out in a very cool way. Some can jump very high, some can run extremely fast, and others can smell really well, just like a certain MC we all know already. Instead of smelling demons and fighting for what's right, he smells the way to the goal. It's pretty cool seeing these flash of colors indicating where Isagi must go in order to score the goal, or to pass it to make the play that's gonna win the game for them. We also have Ichigo, who has the power of a nuclear bomb on his bottom torso. Just from the anime, I can tell he will be a huge threat later on to the story, especially if he learns to dribble and make himself open all by himself. Apparently, they need to hone in on the skills they have to make a formula to score every time they have the ball. This is what it means to be a top striker in soccer. At the time of making this video, in the anime, Isagi hasn't honed in on crap, so I would love to see where learning to make plays takes him and the team. This anime is definitely worth watching. Just pick it up to see how you like it. Once the season does end, I'm definitely gonna read the manga because I really don't want to wait for another season. This is too good to watch.